what happens when you're caught in unfamiliar, hostile, or shifting situations. And every decision can mean survival or defeat. In Chapter 11 of The Art of War, titled The Nine Situations, Sun Tzu lays out one of the most sophisticated frameworks in the book. It's not just about where you are. It's about knowing how to act based on your situation. Whether in battle, business, or life, recognizing your position can determine whether you win or lose. Sun Tzu outlines 9 different types of battlegrounds, each with its own dangers, strategies, and opportunities. These include Dispersive Ground, Facile Ground, Contentious Ground, Open Ground, Ground of intersecting highways, Serious Ground, Difficult Ground, Hemmed-in Ground, and Desperate Ground. Each one reflects a different stage or condition of conflict and requires a different response from the commander or the strategist. Dispersive Ground is close to home, where soldiers might think of retreating rather than fighting. Here, Sun Tzu advises not to fight at all. Facile Ground, which is easy to move through, demands solid alliances because it doesn't favor one side over another. In Contentious Ground, highly strategic locations, you must act swiftly to claim advantage before the enemy does. Open Ground allows both sides to move freely. Here, maintaining communication and awareness is vital. Ground of intersecting highways is where multiple forces may converge. Sun Tzu recommends forging alliances and securing loyalties in these moments. The terrain isn't just physical. It represents moment of choice and negotiation. Serious Ground, deep within enemy territory, requires close coordination and unity among troops. Difficult Ground, such as forests, mountains, or swamps, demands caution and strategy to avoid becoming trapped. Hemmed-in Ground, where escape is limited, should prompt creative maneuvers or deception to find a way out. Finally, there is Desperate Ground, where retreat is impossible and the only option is to fight. In these moments, Sun Tzu says, soldiers will fight with the full power of survival. There is no choice but to win or perish. This is the terrain of ultimate motivation. In our lives, Desperate Ground shows up as make-or-break moments when our full focus and intensity are triggered by urgency. Sun Tzu emphasizes that understanding which of these situations you're in allows you to choose wisely, when to attack, when to retreat, when to ally, and when to deceive. The right move in the wrong situation can be fatal. Success is not about repeating tactics. It's about adapting to circumstances. This chapter also highlights the power of leadership. A great leader motivates soldiers not with rigid rules, but with clarity of mission. Sun Tzu advises that leaders should treat their troops like beloved children, but not shield them from hardship. A balance of care and expectation brings out loyalty and courage. In modern terms, this chapter teaches us to assess our environment before we act. Are we in a position of strength, or are we backed into a corner? Are we surrounded by allies or exposed to competitors? Each scenario demands a different mindset. Success comes from adapting our strategy to fit the terrain, mental, social, or professional. Chapter 11 provides a powerful map for navigating challenge and conflict. The 9 situations teach us that not all battleground is the same, and neither should our approach be. Victory belongs to those who read the terrain, understand the stakes, and lead with clarity and adaptability. If this chapter gave you a new lens for thinking about your own terrain, you want to keep going with Chapter 12, where Sun Tzu examines the use of fire in warfare and how to harness destruction as a strategic tool. It's short, but it's one of the most tactical and symbolic chapters in the entire book. Like this video and subscribe for the full chapter-by-chapter journey through the art of war. Tap the bell so you don't know what happens when you're caught in unfamiliar, hostile, or shifting situations. And every decision can mean survival or defeat. In Chapter 11 of The Art of War,